Welcome to Insanely Positive! Your oasis of joy when the world seems grey and full of grumpy faces. I'm Suzanne Freiherz. Thank you for joining me. I'll feed you buckets of joy to bring out your best self so you can live your best life.
Hello everyone. Are you doing grocery shopping for your parents or your grandparents or your neighbors? I am too. And right now we're all asked to take care of what we call high-risk people or a high-risk group. And that includes the elderly and people who are sick. So we go shopping for our parents or grandparents or maybe even some neighbors. And I have given this some thought since we often talk about this high-risk group by saying we have to protect the weak. So I want to talk about this today. Who is weak and who is strong, and how do we as a society define who is weak and who is strong? And I deal with these categories a lot in my work. For example, when I teach trainings where everyone in my group wants to become a Yuna guide, there is one question that comes up a lot. You need to know first that one thing that is specific to Yuna is that in all classes, everyone comes together. Everyone is welcome. There is absolutely no separation. There are no categories whatsoever. So there is no class for beginners and a class for advanced and a class for elderly people and nothing like that. One class, everyone is welcome. So in my classes, I often have whole families practicing together, or a grandfather is on the mat right next to his granddaughter. And this is such a beautiful picture. And I always wish that this is the new normal in our world. I often dream about this, that world could be like that. And, a world where we are all together, side by side, doing our thing. So in my trainings, where I train Yuna guides to be, I work with all kinds of people too. So some people are completely new to the whole subject, to teaching, to fitness, and others are already teaching maybe yoga or Pilates or martial arts or something else. And from those who already teach, I often get this same question. And the question is, how is it possible to teach beginners and advanced and old and young humans in one and the same class? And then they usually say, the beginners and the weaker ones are only holding back the advanced and the fitter ones. So this is something I hear a lot. And honestly, when I hear this, it breaks my heart. Because it says a lot about our society, doesn't it? We live in a society where we think and feel that the weaker ones are holding us back. So I'd like to present a different view. I have a completely different view on this and a completely different experience. Because I always feel that those who are new to the class or maybe have some trouble moving, they actually help me and they help the whole group. And how are they helping, you may wonder? Well, these humans, the so-called weak ones, have a very special power. And I always find that their openness and their curiosity is truly inspiring. And they always remind me that accepting help is a sign of strength. They also teach me that Strength is not being hard on ourselves and pushing ourselves beyond the limit all the time. They teach me that strength, true strength, is able to let go and be patient. So, my experience is that the atmosphere in the room is always especially beautiful and powerful the more versatile the group is. When everyone has another level of fitness and flexibility and so on, we are much more together, kind of. I don't know how to describe it. We're much more together. It's like people are more loving and more kind and more supportive. So there is this group power and energy that is immense when there are all kinds of different age groups and all kinds of different people in one group. And all these so-called weak ones are actually helping us remember that life is not about being faster and stronger and fitter. And I believe that these humans that we as a society sadly label as the weak, in fact, are the truly strong ones. Think about it. Your grandparents or your parents, maybe they're not the fastest ones on foot anymore, but they are a tower of strength when you need them, aren't they? So they support you without making a big fuss. And they make you feel safe. And they have your back like no one else. So is that not true strength? I think yes. I think this is true strength. And also think about yourself. How strong are you when it comes to protecting your kids, or when you're completely exhausted and then you realize your partner or a friend or someone needs your help? And then suddenly you're full of energy and you're able to be there for him or her. And I believe that we all show our true strength when we are there for each other. Speaking about weak and strong, when we're honest with ourselves, we have to admit that we all are both. Sometimes we're this, sometimes we're that. And I think both is part of life. And sometimes we are the ones who need help, and sometimes we are the ones who give support. And that's fine. And I think it's really important that we allow ourselves to be both. Help others, but also accept help. And right now, we are all out there shopping for our parents and grandparents and neighbors because they need to stay at home to be safe. So they depend on us. But they are not the weak part of our society. They give us the chance to help. And what does it mean to help others? It means that they help us to feel good about ourselves. Because when we are able to help somebody else, we feel good about ourselves. So they give us a gift. And we bring them food. And in return, they give us joy and the awareness that we are important and that we are needed. So there is an exchange going on. And the so-called weak in our society remind us of what truly matters in life. And they remind us that we humans can only live in togetherness. And everything depends on us being there for each other. This is the only way to live. And it's the only way to create a balanced and happy and kind world. So, everyone, be strong for others. Be grateful that you can offer help. Be thankful that you have humans in your life to take care of. And also allow yourself to ask for help, to accept help. And by doing so, you allow others to feel good about themselves and to feel the joy that we all feel when we can be there for somebody else. So I guess what I'm trying to say is be strong and be weak. And never feel bad when you need help. Life only works in togetherness. No one can cope on their own. No, not even all of you who are now thinking, well, that's not true. I am completely independent. I don't need anybody. I'm sorry to tell you that this is not true. Think about it. Did you build your own home with your own 2 hands? Did you plant and grow and harvest everything that you eat? Did you grow the trees, harvest them, and produce your own furniture? Do you grow cotton and create your own clothes? So you see, our lives are dependent on mutual support. We all need each other. We're dependent on each other, and that's okay. Let's just make sure that no one is left behind. Not now and not ever again. I think there is an immense chance now. The so-called weak don't hold us back. They give us wings. They remind us of our humanity. And every now and then, it's us that need help. And then we are so grateful when others don't see us as a burden. And we're so grateful when somebody sees us, smiles and says, "Take my hand. I'm strong enough for the both of us." So that's it for today. That's something that I really want to get out there. I feel so strongly about this because I deal with all these concepts in my job. And I know that there is a world where all these labels and judgments don't exist, where we can just be together side by side, support each other, and still do our own thing. I see it happening in every class I teach. It's working, and it's a beautiful, immensely powerful and kind world. So thank you so much for our time together, for sticking with me, and I love being there for you in this blog. If you have a wish concerning the next episode, please let me know. Just get in touch and let me know. If you feel like you want to support me, then yay! Please check out my offers on my website, yuna.com. That's yuna.com. And there you can enjoy my classes and my courses. There's a lot there, and you can find the link to the website in the show notes. So thank you everyone if you have a look there and support me. And also I can recommend one of my articles. I wrote a very personal article about a time where I was in a really bad physical shape. And it's about strength. And you can read this article in the blog section on my website. It's called What True Strength Can Do. That's it for today. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you for letting me be part of your life. Let positivity pervade your beautiful, beautiful heart, your beautiful mind, your beautiful body, and everything that you do and are. And remember to create joy and bliss, shed the negative. The new normal is insanely positive.